Kenya's anti-government protests have been an online fast movement. The protests that initially began via the hashtag Reject Finance Bill mostly comprised of organic posts by an overwhelming majority. It was not just a ruse, as the political elite would dismiss it. The hashtags advanced into street protests across 35 of the 47 counties, united by the common adversary that is poor governance. Even so, the political class, unsurprisingly, went ahead to pass the bill in its first reading. Part of the arguments that shaped the parliament's debate included that the mostly young protesters were just doing it for TikTok.
Honorable Speaker, and she was swinging, Honorable Speaker, very nicely. She told me that she was there because she wanted to get views for TikTok, Honorable Speaker.
Another way that the government would deflect was by blaming it on Russia.
Could we even there is a foreign hand into this whole issue? President wetu ameongea very clearly mambo mengi sana international. Juzi amesema mambo ya Russian invasion.
In a more elaborate effort to deflect and trivialize the legitimate grievances that young people have been agitating for, a group of trolls was up and running by 6 a.m. on July 8th to launch a campaign under the hashtags GayZ and LGBTQ Kanairo. Again, Russia was somehow involved in the conversation. The first post went out on X at 6:35 a.m. under an account named MakeIt_done, which, going by its bio, is run by a social media strategist. Setting the tone for the other posts, it contained both hashtags GayZ and LGBTQ Kanairo. Also characteristic of majority of the posts on the campaign was the use of AI-generated graphics posing as digital cards from reputable media organizations, and some even implicating international organizations like Amnesty. The account, MakeIt_done, registers more than 70 posts and reposts from 6:35 a.m. to 10:52 a.m. Each one of the 70 posts rakes a reach of over 10,000 users on X. Overall, about 200 accounts posted over 4,000 X posts in just about 3 hours from 6:35 a.m. to 9 a.m. Each account typically posted and reposted more than 50 posts within 3 hours. Another account actively involved is named @SamKaliz with about 93 posts in 3 hours. Similarly, a lot of AI-generated images purporting to be digital cards from credible media were popular on this account. Elements of coordinated inauthentic behavior are evident in the use of both hashtags on each post. It was also evident that the campaign was funded by interest groups because most of the accounts involved typically contain paid-for promotion content. The online space is increasingly becoming a formidable space. Some interventions, like developing customized GPTs, for instance, one that would simplify the finance bill, and another exposing corrupt politicians, have been a useful form of civic education. The finance bill was withdrawn, the cabinet dissolved, and some Kenyans might even boast of having had the first president in the world to host an X space as a forum.